Good morning, everyone. My name is Zia, and this is Chasing the Moon. This has been a bit of an odd week this past week. It was my birthday week, and I started several videos of different little projects and things that I wanted to share with you. And I didn't get any of them completed, and I'll tell you why. It was my birthday this past week, and it was like a week of birthday celebrations. I feel so loved and so blessed. I really do. It started last weekend. Not today is Sunday what is today? Sunday the 18th of January. So it started last weekend when we had our big family post-Christmas get-together. And it was also because the whole family was going to be there and we don't always get to see each other all at the same time, it was an early birthday for me too. And it was wonderful. It was a very happy day. And then a couple of days later, a friend and I went to another friend's house for a birthday brunch for me. And then that night I was taken out for a pre-birthday dinner by a friend. And then on my actual birthday, I went out to IKEA with my sister, and I had planned on doing a video of that because I have a big project coming up that is going to be a video, and I had planned on filming it all. And because I wasn't thinking and wasn't focused and was chatting with my sister, nothing got filmed until the very, very end as I was starting to go through the checkout. Anyway, it will be part of a project that's coming up that I'm really excited to get working on. It has something to do with this cupboard behind me. So, and then what else? And then that night, my daughter and two of my granddaughters took me out for a birthday dinner. So the whole week was kind of thrown off and nothing got completed. Yesterday, I was going for a walk with a girlfriend, and we were going to be walking in a lovely area along the Fraser River. And I thought, okay, it's supposed to be a sunny day. I'll do some filming there. Well, the fog rolled in and we were walking on a path right next to the river and couldn't even see the river most of the time. So that was the week. I'm going to put some little snippets of what did happen and what did get filmed here. But none of it is going to be any completed projects. They will be coming up in the next few weeks. So I'll just give you a little sneak peek today of some of the things that are coming. Behind me, I finally have my rebounder. I received that rebounder 2 years ago, but of course I was living in a van and in a bus, and I just didn't have room for it. I'm so excited to get started on it, and I did tell you that I would give you a demonstration. I'm gonna have to film it and see how I feel about that. Before I can start working on it, I've got to put the legs on it. And it does come with a handlebar as well for stability. I will share my experience with you, so stay tuned. It could be good for a laugh, if nothing else. This wall, which is just inside my front door, needs a larger piece because this print that I have is too short. You can see the fuse box under there, and there is also some damage up above. This is the solution I've come up with. It's a paint by number. I think it's 28 by 46, I think. It's big enough to fill that space, a little more than I wanted, but here was my dilemma. I saw a print that I loved, but I couldn't find it in the right size. And so I found a company called, and this isn't sponsored, it says Saint, S-A-I-N-T, by Canvas. And you can upload a photo or an image and they will print it on canvas for you and send you all of the paints you need and the different sizes of brushes as well. I have no idea how long this project is going to take. When I was a kid, even a teenager, I liked to do those paint by number kits. This is huge, and one of the things that I'm looking forward to is I used to stay meticulously inside the lines when I was younger. But this one, I'm not planning on staying inside the lines. I mean, the good thing about this image is that it's not realism. And so I'm kind of looking forward to making it a little bit my own. I'd like to get it done as quickly as possible because I'd like to get it stretched on a frame and put up on the wall. That corner needs some color. The kit comes with, actually I've got 2 sets of paints here. There are duplicates of some because some of the background is all this color one, and the color numbers stamped on the actual pots of paint don't correspond with what's on the canvas, so they send you this and the little corresponding code there. So I'm just sticking all the labels on the different colors now and looking forward to having a quiet afternoon where my mind is taken off of some of the extreme stress I'm feeling. So I need something to totally immerse myself in and take my mind off things. I think a hobby, any kind of hobby, is a great way to stop your mind running crazy, to stop all of the what if thinking that often accompanies anxiety or panic if you experience that. So I'm just so excited to get this piece started and I'm going to try and spend at least a couple of hours every day on it until it's done. I think one of the important things to do as you're getting older, as you retired, is finding a way to structure your days so that they don't feel long and empty or boring. When I had my little dog, Charlie, he was part of the structure of my day. When he had to be fed, when he needed his medications, when he had to go outside for a walk or a pee or whatever. And when I lost him, I kind of lost a lot of my daily routine. So a little bit of creative work, whether it be this paint by number, working on the novel, now that I have my notes and my timeline organized, maybe some other avenues too, plus throwing in some exercise in there during the week and making myself some lovely meals and just taking care of my little cottage here. This is my haven now. This is my nest, my comfort zone. I hope you have that too. If you're feeling a lot of anxiety and stress, what are you doing to take your mind off things, to calm yourself? I think that's the big thing we have to do, is calm ourselves, calm our minds, try to stop going down the rabbit holes of social media. And so this is one of the ways I'm going to do that. And I will keep you posted on the progress I make. It may be hard to see because I'm using a very light color right now, but I've done these sections here, saving some of the colorful ones to fill in after. But it's very soothing, and I'm playing harp music with nature sounds in the background, so I'm feeling quite relaxed at the moment. Yeah, give it a try. What are your hobbies? What do you do to calm yourself and take your mind off of the state of the world at the moment? At the beginning of every year, I often will buy myself a magazine that really catches my eye. I'm always looking for new things to read, some books to inspire me, some that will just be pure fiction and take me away from everyday life. But the magazine that caught my eye this year was a magazine that, and it was a special edition, I think, I'd never heard of before, called Bella Grace. And this particular edition, special edition, was a book of lists. Are any of you list writers? I've been a list writer my whole life, and this magazine really caught my eye this year. I was given a novel for my birthday, and I was given another book on my birthday. That's going to be a daily read for me. It's a 366 day, in case of a leap year, messages from the Stoics and sort of daily meditation. So I'm really looking forward to all of this. Let's go through some of these things. Let's talk about lists and what you like to read. This trip to IKEA was the start of a project I'm so excited about. It's something I've been wanting to get resolved since the day I moved in over 6 months ago. Unfortunately, it was my birthday that day, and I was with my sister and completely forgot to film anything until we were at the checkout. But the project will be in an upcoming video, and I can't wait for you to see that and the progress that I make. So, as you can see, it really was sort of a fits and starts beginning to the new year, week 2 of 2026. Several projects started, none completed, and I will go back and address the rebounder situation paint by number situation. And also I will go back and address the reading and lists and motivational books that I have been delving into, and talking to you a little bit about that. And some more updates on structuring this new year health-wise as well. I hope you've had a really good week. I hope wherever you are in this incredibly beautiful world, even when it's foggy, it's mysterious and beautiful. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. And I'm going to say bye-bye for now. I will see you all again soon. I love you all so much. Bye-bye. Although this day was a very foggy, cold, chilly day, it was still really beautiful walking along beside the river. Even though it was foggy on that day, on my birthday, the sun was shining, as it often does for me. I don't know why, but I feel very blessed by it. And the flowers were blooming, even though it's January.